Hi, this is A. Whistler. That ain't even tells it like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Because we had a winter storm on Tuesday, I'm a little behind on my videos. So some of these topics might be a couple of days old or maybe a week old, but I'm going to go and get them out. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Celebrity Roundup. And this week's Celebrity Roundup, I'll be talking about Megan Thee Stallion getting another restraining order against Tory Lanez. Also, we talked about Tyler Perry saying the insurance companies are not doing the people right in California because of these fires that they're having. I'm also will be talking about Cam Newton said he made more money when he was playing in the NFL. I also will be talking about the stuff that went on with Twitch and his wife about how she's trying to write a book, and she said she found out Twitch was I think a drug addict or using drugs, something like that. I also will be talking about Wendy Williams, what's going on in her case. And these are just some of the topics that I'll be talking about in this week's Celebrity Roundup. Like I said, Megan Thee Stallion said she had to get another restraining order against Tory Lane because she was saying that up on him restraining on him because he's still doing stuff toward her. So I'm going to read to you what she said with her lawyers and stuff. And like I said in my last video, he was saying that she's trying to use the legal system, but I don't think so because before he got out, he had people saying stuff about Megan Thee Stallion. So I don't blame her. I want extra protection too. So like I said, I'm going to read to you what it says right here. It says, I got this from Pop Base. Megan Thee Stallion has been granted a 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez. She says she fears for her safety upon his release. I feel I feel like maybe he'll shoot me again, and maybe this time it won't make it. I don't blame her. I'll get that restraining order too. And like I said on another note, let me pause this video and I'll read you what Cam Newton said. Okay, I found the article. I'm back now, and this is what Cam Newton had to say. He said Cam Newton opens up about not having the same income after leaving the NFL. It hurts me knowing that I can't provide like I once did. So I guess because he's not in the NFL, even though he's retired, he can't spend the money like he want to. And I think Cam Newton have 2 or 3 children around or something like that. So he's saying that his money's all right, but it's not like when he was playing in the NFL. And I think a lot of these football players they do that. And they don't invest in their money well. Now, one thing I can say about Sierra's husband Russell Wilson. He's one thing about it. He's he's getting into business on his own. He's investing his money. Him and Sierra got them a record label, and they got them brand deals and stuff. So if something happened to him, where if he were to get hurt or he would lose NFL money, he still got other outside deals by him hooking up with Sierra, and they got all these outside businesses and stuff. And I think a lot of football players don't do that. They just think that NFL money is going to last them, and they go out buying all these luxurious houses and cars and all this kind of stuff. And then some of them are buying cars for their mom and taking care of their whole family. And then when the football money is gone, then they barely have money for themselves. I kind of feel sorry for Cam Newton as far as this part financially, but personally, he's something else. But anyway, that's all I have on this subject. Now I'm going to talk about that I think her name is Twitch's wife. I'm gonna read to you exactly what she said. She said something. I'm just paraphrasing something on the fact that she didn't know Twitch had all those problems, and and one time she went looking for something and she found that Twitch had been using drugs and stuff like that. He was on drugs, and then after that, I think his mama or sister came out and said that she made them sign an NDA where they couldn't say nothing about her and stuff like that. And so she got so much backlash that she was saying And she didn't want people saying negative stuff about Twitch. But I'm looking at you saying negative stuff about Twitch and you writing a book and all this kind of stuff, talking about he was on drugs and stuff like that. So the back and forth been going and stuff like that. I'll put the article in the. I'll put the article in the. I'll put the article in the video and stuff like that. On another note, like I said, Tyler Perry says that the insurance companies were not doing these people right in California with the fires that happened last week, and he was complaining. He was saying seemed like a lot of them insurance companies were either canceling them people's insurance after they found out they had fires and stuff. And I was saying that's a shame. That's a shame. And they were saying a lot of more a lot of more people got impacted, and I was just so glad that my sister was not affected by it. She said her home was all right, but she said she was about 10 miles from Altadena, and she said it could have happened to her. So I'm so glad she was all right and everything like that. And I didn't know Tyra Banks had lost her home. And Tyra Banks said it was so many people, so many ordinary people who had lost their homes and stuff that she didn't want to take coverage off of them, and she just announced it. I think yesterday or the other day. And like I said, I'm gonna talk to you about Wendy Williams, but I'm gonna pause this video right quick and give you the information on Wendy Williams. I'm back now. Like I said, Wendy Williams did on phone interview with Charlemagne the God last week, and he was asking Wendy Williams some questions, and I'm going to read to you. I'm going to read to you a snippet of what he said. I know I'm going to read it to you right now. Uh, Wendy called in to popular radio show since she was unable to leave what is described as a luxury prison. Wendy was joined on the call by her niece Alice, by her niece Alex, who helped expand on Wendy's poor living conditions. Alex says Wendy is stuck in a small room in NYC with basic necessities, including only one window, which doesn't provide Wendy with enough sunlight. Wendy doubles down, saying she feels isolated, and the people at the facility are not my cup of tea. Another eerie detail, Wendy says one of the few interactions she has with other people on a daily basis is when nursemaids come to her room and deliver unknown pills. Charlemagne the God follow up telling Wendy not to take the pills, and Wendy says she only takes two pills in her entire life. Despite all of this, Wendy and her niece drive the point home that Wendy's not cognitively impaired. Alexis emphasized outsiders do not know Wendy the way her family does. They want her to they want her free and able to live with dignity. Alex Alex employs Wendy's fans to keep sharing hashtag free Wendy on social media to make it as much noise as possible. I understand Wendy's family point of view and stuff like that. Now, I did watch one YouTuber who said that they blame her ex-husband Calvin Hunter. I too kind of blame him because he did say it seemed like after Wendy and Calvin got a divorce, vultures started coming in, people started taking over everything, and Wendy's health was already declining. A lot of folks have said they've been seeing stuff way before she did that 2019 thing when she fell with that Halloween Statue of Liberty. Now, like I said, I was working back then, so I was too busy. I was watching Wendy Williams, like on the repeat on a YouTube channel. That's how I was watching some of the Wendy Williams shows back then, because I was busy working, and so But like I said, I didn't start noticing anything about Wendy until 2020, but especially 2020 when we had the pandemic and everything was closed down and she had to do her stuff from my house. And I was saying something don't seem right with Wendy. But like I said, I'm not gonna go over all that again. I'm just gonna start from right here. And then one YouTuber I saw said he kind of blames the son by him doing overspending, spending all on his party stuff, and that gave the bank a red flag. But I know that some people don't understand dementia, and I'm so glad they did a follow up because I watched a follow up I think today or yesterday, where the lady said that they got so many calls from ordinary people who have people that are dealing with early dementia or cognitive problems like that. And I know I had I had to deal with that with my mom 11 years ago because she got her stuff like 2009, but she passed away in 2012. Yeah, and so I know how it is because I'm going to look at it from both sides. I'm going to look at it from the family side and also from the medical side. Now I know when I had to do it for my mom and stuff. That's why I had to call my other brothers and sisters down here because they thought I was the only child. And they were saying that if something happened and another brother and sister jumped in and said, well, I didn't tell her to do that. So and stuff like that. That's why I kind of blame the Wendy's family because they went over everything that was supposed to me. If they couldn't find a family member, they said the state was going to take over. And I think by them looking at Wendy Williams' son at that time as being 18 or 19, he was too young. And that's what they do. That's what they do because, my mom used to tell me, well, I got my grandkids to help me while my daughter at work, but she put me down. And it was like, nah, it was like, nah, I could do stuff, but I just can't be there 24/7. And that's what they needed somebody to be there when 24/7. And like they told me, my mom had good days and bad days when she was having dementia. And I think that's what Wendy did when she did that interview. She had a good day. She didn't have a bad day. And so, like they were saying, like the lady was saying on the second part of it, that she got so many calls from doctors and stuff who deal with patients like that and told them the same thing the doctors told me. There are 3 or 4 steps to dementia, and they were saying maybe Wendy's like maybe in the first or second step, but she's still gonna have good days and bad days. So that don't mean that she don't have no cognitive problems and stuff like that. So I'm glad Wendy's family is trying to get her back, and I'm with the free Wendy thing. Last time I heard that they were raising money on the GoFundMe thing. So hopefully everything works out with Wendy. But I know from personal experience, they try to go to the family first, and if nobody in the family is willing to do it, then they'll let the state take over. And once the states take over, the family has no priority anymore. And so that's what happened. The state took over, and that's why Wendy's family is in this situation now. Somebody should have stepped up long before Alex did. That's all I have on Wendy Williams. Also, the judge wanted to know if ASCP Rocky and Rihanna was married, and the lawyer was saying, well, the judge said, are they married? Do you have a marriage certificate? Well, and the man said, man, are they married or not? He said, well, they're not married. And I was saying, you took all that time to go around that because the judge was looking at that. If they called Rihanna to testify and ASAP rocked the case, and if they was married, she could testify against him. So his lawyers was going all around the bush, and so he finally had to go and tell the judge that he don't know if they're married or not. He was just going all around. He know they ain't married. But anyway, that's all I have on this story. Like I said, they're supposed to be trying to make a new T'Challa for uh for uh for uh uh for uh um for Black Panther 3. I think it's Black Panther 3 up for it. But anyway, like I said on Twitter, they want to find somebody that looks similar to Chadwick Boseman and stuff like that. If not, but then it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out with any other race beside the black man. And I also saw the trailer for the new soap opera that's supposed to be coming on next month, called The Gates. And the thing seemed real. The trailer seemed like the show is gonna be real good, real good. So I really do like that part.
Uh, and they said SZA had the number one album and the number one movie. She had some kind of movie that, out that's with Kiki Palmer and stuff like that. It's at the movies, but I wait for it to come on Netflix or some other service that I have. That's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a Ti is. I am out.